method are the situational lineups. These lineups offer the best players at each position for the specific situation that you need. If you're up late in the game and the opponent is intentionally fouling, you'll want to run out the free throw lineup. If you desperately need a tray to stay in the game, you've got the three-point option.
For the land of the free.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Guys,
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, DA. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Green.
it's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Bridges. Andre Drummond is out there with Harris. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Melton in at the two-guard spot. And for the Magic, Washington out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Garland. Then it's Bamba. And it's Waiters in at the shooting guard. The pass to Drummond. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great deep, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you said.
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the greatness. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
And it's Rozier missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's good, 2 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way. Got burned for it.
Drummond passes to Harris. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Bridges misses.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
It's stolen by Harris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you can try to rough Harris up all you want, but he'll still find a way to hit shots on the drive. Just the master of reading the shot angles and getting the attempts over defenders.
Peters on the wing. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York. There's Garland. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Harris looking it over. Pass to Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
What an amazing display of concentration by Drummond, taking the hit like a champ and completing the bucket.
Garland kicks to Bamba. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Harris knocks it loose.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Bridges dishes to Drummond. That one's not going to go.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Now, here's Garland. D right on him. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Harris drives in. Here's Drummond. Bamba with the block.
the main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender, long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots. Yeah, easy call.
The Celtics have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Rozier against Caldwell Pope. Bridges with it. 11 points last game. 6 to shoot. Here's Melton. He's guarded by Waiter. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics value, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
That one good for 2. Rozier's got his second basket.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Waiters outside. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. 5th, Andre Drummond.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to New York. Back to Rozier. Passes it to Drummond. Bamba with the block. And they'll keep possession. And it's good for 2.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Now here's Waiters. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. The wide open look here for Garland. Got a piece of it.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Here's Melton. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Melton's got 5 points so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Washington. Rozier defending. Here's Washington. Bamba passes to Garland. They need this. And Boston with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Yeah, Greg, it forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they wanted to. And then the game got ugly.
Bridges against Waiters. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Boston. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, it doesn't always have to be a thing of beauty, but when you can get a win in a game like that, that's really all you care about.
Caldwell Pope left side, and the pass to Garland. This is to Bamba. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Pasechnik's checked in for Bamba. Reese Harkless comes in for Washington. Terrence Ross is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Ntilikina in for Garland. And a new group in for the Celtics. Marjanovic checked in for Andre Drummond. Troy Brown comes in for Bridges. Alonzo Triers checked in for Melton. And Trey Burke subbed in for Terry Rozier. Ntilikina kicks to Waiters. To the middle, here's Harkless. The shot comes out, and it's Boston the other way. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 10-point Boston lead.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just the total control so far. Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Burke finds Brown. Here's Marjanovic. Pass to Burke. 14 feet away, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And for Frank Ntilikina, some questions as to where he is best suited.
I mean, for me, I like when he plays more off the ball. I mean, he's shown that he could become a scorer when he only has to worry about that aspect of his game. Still very young and has a great set of skills with which to work.
And Orlando making a change here. Little's checked in. Marjanovic passes to Brown. Green dishes to Burke. Back to Green. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Trier, defended by Harkless. A shot by Trier, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Ntilikina passes to Besekniks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
how do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Ntilikina kicks to Ross. The Magic again can't hit. Boston leading by 9. Down low, Green. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for the shooters.
Here's Ntilikina, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shoots over Burke. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brown drives in.
And checking out the stats for Burke, how his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games.
Shoot
1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Here's Ntilikina. The dish to Ross. Takes the 13-footer. That one drops for him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Burke, the pass to Green. Here's Trier. He's guarded by Ross. Unloads from 13. A shot by Trier, no good. The Magic trail by 10. Ross passes to Harkless. Drops in the layup for 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for Burke.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Burke hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Inside, Pasechniks, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Now here's Burke, defended by Harkless. Round kicks to Burke. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for Orlando. A 12-point game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
Yeah, Greg, when you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And the French native has already made an impact. Ntilikina is a young guard who plays with confidence
And so it's Boston, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GM. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Magic, the Pasechniks out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Little, and it's Smith, and it's Ntilikina in at the point. Burke kicks to Green. Back to Burke. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the two guys that are on my mind, they definitely could talk trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those two guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that down
And you couldn't hide a smile either. They started getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you themselves after they miss a shot. They talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Garland comes in for Frank Ntilikina. The Magic trail by 11. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, here's Harkless, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And out of St. John's, Mo Harkless in his 7th NBA season.
Yeah, and he's coming into his own as a defensive-minded wing. I mean, his offense is still a work in progress, but he's still in his mid-20s. He's got some time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Andre Drummond comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Miles Bridges in for Alonzo Trier. He doesn't get the second one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here we go. Here's Bamba. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Celtics leading by 11. And here is Burke. 12 points for him. Passes it to Drummond. Bamba with the block. Smith scanning the floor. Garland, and it's blocked.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
And he lays it straight in. Bridges has got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Harkless with it, working on Drummond. Shot clock at 3. His first shot coming late. Another miss by Orlando.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Bridges dishes to Burke. Now, here's Bridges. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Stolen by Bamba. Out to Smith from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Up top, Burke. 12 points for him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. The Celtics have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. No good on that. Washington's checked in for Orlando. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Little. Tobias Harris is checked in for Boston. Terry Rozier comes in for Troy Brown. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. There's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have from some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
All heart from Caldwell-Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Milton passes to Harris. Rozier kicks to Harris. Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got 8.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Garland with it. 9-point game his last outing. Lets a floater go. And yes, it's good. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They get it back. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a phenomenal rebounder. You almost need 2 players to box out Drummond.
Now, here's Garland. Rozier defending. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Rozier the pass to Drummond. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Dion Waiters checked in for Smith. Here's Caldwell Pope. He has 7. Kicks to Garland. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Melton. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. He didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Harris.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Waiters outside. Bamba against Drummond. Right block shot. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Waiters. The Magic again can't hit. And it's Harris with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Rozier kicks to Harris. Melton passes to Harris. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, you just got to respect the leaping ability of Drummond, leaving the floor effortlessly, throwing it through the hoop.
Waiters surveying the D to the paint. Here's Bamba. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. And the first one drops.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Wade. Drummond finds Harris. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Garland, the pass to Bamba. Ross on the wing. Here's Garland. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. You look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Garland, the pass to Ross. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. The Magic again can't hit. Celtics leading by 6. To Rozier. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Now the pass to Ross. Banked in off the glass. Ross has got his second bucket tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Harris. Looking to get back on track here. It's hauled in by the Magic. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot hit his shots to drop.
Now, Ross. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Stolen by Garland. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. The Magic getting another chance here. And it's Washington missing. Boston leading by 4. Passes to Rozier. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from it.
And it's Harris off the drive. Comes up empty down low.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off this game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blaze the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did, drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Caldwell Pope passes to Besekniks. The shot's good. Besekniks got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And here is Burke. 14 points for him. Harris outside. 5 to shoot. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Green is checked in for the Celtics. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Ntilikina passes to Caldwell Pope. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Trier. He's guarded by Ross. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Celtics have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
He knows it's his job to dish the ball. Ntilikina is a floor general you can rely on.
There's Trier with the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, KCP.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh?
For Orlando, it was a challenging first quarter. They were on their heels immediately, at one point staring at a 12-point deficit in that opening period. The second quarter was quite exciting as they willed them. And that's good.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boston trailing. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. They've got Drummond. Bridges out there with Harris. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Melton in at the 2. Bridges passes to Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Garland, and it's Rozier missing. The Magic shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Garland, no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Drummond. The pass to Melton. There's the feed to Harris. And that one drops for him. Harris has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Celtics.
Not just the jump shooter. Harris is also comfortable looking to score from these spots, too.
Bamba kicks to Waiters. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple. Waiters got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Rozier the pass to Harris. Back to Rozier. Teardrop shot and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Dion Waiters.
And Rozier is outstanding at drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
And he's good on the second. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pass to Bamba. Passes it to Waiters. Fires the 3. And Rozier pulls it down. Celtics shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Yeah, Kevin, this is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Pass to Rozier. Launches it. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Can't get anything to fall. But it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
There's one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer. They still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learning from a great how to get buckets.
Harris against Waiters. Got it. Good job in the low post. Waiters got 12 in the game.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Rozier against Waiters. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with his tremendous lead.
Now here's Waiters. He's got 12. Takes a 3. And it's Melton with the rebound. Melton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Smith checked in for Orlando. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closer. Drummond. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 3rd assist on the night. Garland with it. 6 points for him. Here's Waiters. The rebound by the Celtics. Melton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Back to Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Waiters outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Only 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will look. Taking a look at Boston. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And of course, the Orlando Magic. They're down there in the 10th spot.
And you know, for the Celtics, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
The Secnics checked in for Orlando. Boston also with the sub. Troy Brown's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Back to Waiters. They could use a bucket. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it.
Bridges dishes to Harris. That shot off. And Orlando will come the other way. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Orlando making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Marjanovic checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Trier in for Bridges. Raiders against Brown. Here's the 3. Here's Bamba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And right now, Bamba's still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there, able to draw that foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Little, he's checked in for Waiters.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Bamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court.
Harris outside. Bamba with the block. One-on-one here for the tie. Jump shot is good. Ntilikina's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
I really like the rhythm Ntilikina plays with. Good at sensing when to shoot off the pass.
To the middle. It's deflected. Marjanovic kicks to Harris. A fadeaway. Boston again missing.
This the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night.
Little passes to Besekniks. Here's the pass to Bamba. To the wing right side. Here's Ntilikina. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Trier, covered by Smith. To the left wing, the wide open shot by Little, and too long on the shot.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Besekniks. Fade away. Trier with the rebound.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Rozier, the pass to Brown. Marjanovic with it. Pass to Rozier to stop the drought. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now Little. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Besekniks. He feeds it to Bamba. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Green's checked in. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Orlando.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Rozier. He's around 14 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Green. Here are the Magic now. They lead by 1. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 6. Harkless on the wing. Guarded by Marjanovic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Rozier for the lead. That's tipped, and he gets it back. There's Green with the 3. Can't hit that one. The Magic go the other way with it. Little passes to Besekniks. Here's Ntilikina. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Harkless. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Back to Trier. Pass to Marjanovic. For the lead. And it's good on the way in. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Trier. He's got 6. Rebound by the Magic. Beseknic's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Little. He's covered by Brown. Ntilikina kicks to Harkless. Ross in the corner. Trying to get something going. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Boston called for the foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
The first free throw is good. Bridges, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. And both free throws good for Ross. Boston trail. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Ntilikina. The shot from the low post is good. Ntilikina's got 8.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Brown the pass to Trier. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brown inside. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Ntilikina. Hits the three-point bomb. Ntilikina's got 7 points for the quarter.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
And we just... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Washington. Terrence Ross is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Beseknic's in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. That one is off. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Here's Trier. Beseknic's with the rebound. Beseknic's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. Rebound by the Celtics. Bridges got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 7 rebounds in the game. Ntilikina passes to Beseknic's.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Orlando leading by 5. Ross on the wing. And there's the pass to Washington. Off target from three-point range.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And Orlando making a change here. Garland's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Andre Drummond's checked in for Brown. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Trier. 5 on the clock. It goes straight through with the swish. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Garland. Pass to Ross. Let's go. He can't get that one to fall. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Melton. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Passes it to Besekniks. Ross on the wing. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 4.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. Bamba is checked in for Besekniks. Tobias Harris is checked in for Boston. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Just 5 to shoot. And no good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Bamba trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Miles Bridges.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Waiters, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. The pass to Drummond. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. There's Garland. Misses from close range. Celtics trail by 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Rozier, he's checked in for Alonzo Trier. Both free throws good from Bridges.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Bamba against Drummond. Cuts it 5 from 18. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was good.
Melton passes to Bridges. He kicks it to Drummond. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Stolen away. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with...
I really like it when Caldwell Pope leaks out on the break. He just finds a way to get past defenders and creates chances for himself in the open floor.
And here's Harris from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Garland, the pass to Washington. Garland with it. And it's Orlando with another.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Now Rozier. Harris passes to Melton. Offline with his 3. Magic leading by 7. Caldwell Pope right side. Pass to Bamba. Shoots the 3. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Celtics have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Melton feeling it out a bit. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And here is Garland. Passes it to Bamba. He dishes it to Garland. Pulls up, high post, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Rozier, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Here's Garland picks one up. That's good from Rozier. He's perfect from the line this time.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Peters on the wing. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Bamba trying to break free. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Waiters dishes to Garland. It counts, and the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
And that one misses. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Melton passes to Rozier. And here is Harris. Drummond trying to get himself free. Harris, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
There's the pass to Waiters. And it's sent back by Drummond.
An intimidating big man with physical tools that are hard to come by. Drummond loves to send shots away.
Here's Melton. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Melton, no good. Magic leading by 5. Caldwell Pope kicks to Garland. Back to Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Melton passes to Drummond. Over Waiters. And that one's good. Drummond.
He continues to develop his game, Kevin. With a consistent jumper, Drummond will be unstoppable.
Waiters outside. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Magic lead by 5. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Celtics. Pass to Harris. Over Washington. Harris misses.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Garland. Rebounded by the Celtics. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Now, here's Rozier. Here's Drummond. Stolen by Bamba. Garland with it. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. Garland's got 6 in the quarter.
It's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's Harris. He blocks it again. And that's has 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Rozier, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to.
There's Garland. He sinks the 11-footer. Garland's got 10 points here in the second half. Celtics trail by 7. Harris outside. Over Washington. Harris, good.
Wow, and slowly but surely, Harris is learning what it takes to become a leader. When this team needs him to step up, he has no issue dominating crucial possessions.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Picked him clean. Washington, that's good. And the Magic lead by 7. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes to Harris. Back to Rozier. Over Waiters. And it's Rozier missing. And Waiters, here we go. And Waiters with the stuff.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 9. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Mohamed Bamba.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He told us, guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Bridges for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Now here's Waiters. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel